And another boxer who's, he's an away boxer. He's always on the road. Joe Beedon. He's in the gym tonight. Working hard. What's next for him?
Got Joe out on the 11th of September, and then I've got him penciled in for the 19th of September. We're in Ireland on the undercard of the Andy Lee, Billy Joe Saunders undercard. So that's going to be an amazing night. Yeah, it's probably a good night. So Joe's busy. Got 4 fights, I think, penciled in for Joe so far. And same with Poochi. Got Poochi. Yeah, Poochi's all over as well. One big fight so far for Pooch, 5th of September. He's not confirmed yet, but penciled in possibly on the Matchroom show in Leeds, which is obviously on the undercard of Anthony Joshua, Gary Cornish. So another massive show to be involved in. We're just waiting for that to come back now. But yeah, Pooch is in demand as well. So yeah, certainly September and October, it's going to be one busy boy. Yeah,
I mean these guys, Joe and Poochie, they're dubbed journeymen, but they're getting on some great bills, aren't they?
Oh yeah, journeyman's a phrase that's used. These guys, they do a job, and it's a tough job to do, and they upset people at times. They're not just there. They're not there as a punch bag. They get the rounds in. You get some class guys, and because they give it back, they don't just get battered. They come to fight. They come to put on a show. Sometimes it works against them because sometimes they'll walk into some shots and get cut, or sometimes even get stopped. But that's because they're making a fight of it. They're not going into a show and not fighting. And some people don't really understand that. They are there to do a job. They are in against prospects, which makes life a lot more difficult. But they have a go. And sometimes things do happen, but it's because the levels that you're boxing. But they're great guys, great characters. They work hard. They never shy away from a fight. They'll take a fight at 2 days notice if they have to, and the sport needs them. It's like, luckily within the circles that I'm involved in, etc. And that, we're just so grateful for having these kind of guys. Because without them, there isn't professional boxing at the level where it is. At the end of the day, you can't put in guys against prospects when they're first starting out. They've got to learn the trade, they've got to get the rounds, and they've got to get the experience in fighting in front of crowds, etc. From my personal point of view, I'm really privileged for the fact that I've got these guys and we get to go on these massive shows. So it's great experience for me, which has been for the last 3 years, to be honest, with Andy Harris. We were on massive shows from day one with Andy. So I've had that experience. Probably the biggest experience was the Carl Froch, Mikhail Kessler undercard, where we fought the O2 in front of 19,000 people. That was incredible. Had all that, so when I have to do that again with a boxer that hasn't been in that, it's fine. Because, I've been here quite a few times now, been really privileged. I think we've boxed at the O2 3 times, been at the MEN, been at the Liverpool Echo Arena, been at the KC Stadium outside, headline, all this experience has been fantastic for me as well, because now when I get one of my prospects into that position, it's a case of, don't worry, it's not as intimidating as what you may think it is.
As a trainer, you've got to keep a cool head.
Keep a cool head. Make sure that they keep a cool head, and just sort of say, look, it's no different to a small hall show somewhere. In fact, a small hall show is probably a little bit more intimidating because it's on you. Whereas this, when you're on a big arena, big stadium or whatever, you probably won't even notice the crowd. I said that to Andy when we fought at the O2, when we come out there, and I said, did you even notice the crowd? He was like, no. I said, nor did I, which was a shame because you got 19,000 people there. But it is all experience, and guys like Joe and Pooch, we've been on some big shows as well, and it's great experience for me, and it's great experience for them. They love it. Put a camera in front of Poochie, he's in his element. He doesn't care. He's just he'll parade around, he'll mess around, he'll pull, he's just awesome in front of that. Joe has never been intimidated by being on a big show, in front of a camera either. There's a job, there's your opponent, go and do what you do. So it is all good, but it's that experience is invaluable. You can't buy it. I've seen loads of coaches, they've never had that experience. They're on small hall shows a hell of a lot, and they never get that exposure, which is a real shame. For one reason or another, whatever it is. I just feel that I'm very, very privileged and lucky to do what I do, and to have done what I've done in a short period of time. So I've gained so much experience from it, which hopefully reflects and I pass on to the fighters to make them better fighters. So. And the journey's not finished yet either.